Well, I think that a first-time viewer of Glee, like say somebody who watched the Super Bowl and then decided to check Glee out, I think that if they have a heart, they'll be they'll be moved by our show. I think there's just something so emotional and raw about expressing yourself by raising your voice in song. I think that that's one of the most vulnerable forms and most honest forms of expression. And it's so naked, and people respond to it. And I think that's partially the reason this show is so successful. And I'm very grateful to be a part of that. I think it's a noble thing to bring this type of arts, especially this type of art, to young people who aren't necessarily getting it in schools anymore, and I think that that will move a first time viewer. The Cheerios have gone to a whole new level, and I don't know how Sue is going to be able to top herself with this one. We do Katy Perry's California Girls, and we have guys on BMX bikes flipping around, and we have girls literally on fire. We have like this pyrotechnic thing going on. It was one of the most dangerous. We had the fire department there. We were shooting it. It was one of the most dangerous and most spectacular Cheerios numbers of the Glee history. For the first time in Glee history of a season and a half, we're going to perform a Michael Jackson song, which everybody is thrilled about, myself included, and that'll be the halftime, our McKinley High's football game halftime entertainment. And in terms of the Cheerios, Sue Sylvester's a little bored with her crazy routines where she's in the past had the kids on stilts and flip flopping and jumping off of high places. Well, she's decided she needs to top herself to stay interested in her job, and so she gets a human cannon and is going to shoot one of her Cheerios out of it. And I think then she will be satisfied and will have topped herself. Sue Sylvester, through me, Jane Lynch, the actor, throws a fit the likes of which has not been seen in television history. It's almost operatic. Imagine Medea when she's destroying her own children and the anger that she must summon up in order to play that scene, and then you'll know what I had to do in order to have this tantrum of epic proportions. We had somebody play Katie Couric, who was very good. Katie Couric. She was the best Katie Couric we could find. And she showed up on our set and played herself, and gosh, she knew how to deliver the lines and the jokes, and she had such a light touch about it. She was just great. I enjoyed so much doing that scene with her. And then she does a little dance with Matt. She has a little kind of almost T for two kind of a number with him. And Sue Sylvester is mistaken into thinking Katie Couric is interviewing her for the 10 most fabulous people of the decade or something like that. I met Katie in New York about a year ago. She interviewed me on her show, and we had a great time. And yes, she's a big fan. She has two daughters, and they're right in our demo. I think her youngest is 13 or something like that, and they watched the show together. And Katie was getting everybody's autograph while she was on set, so she was the fan. It was just so nice to see someone of her experience and stature in her business to be a little starstruck by these kids putting on a show.